How is it going, everybody? You're watching Then About Tech, and today we're going to talk about iPhone repairs. That's right, today I'm going to tell you how much does it cost to replace all iPhone parts if they break, malfunction, or if you have a problem. So we're going to talk about screen repairs, back repairs, we're going to talk about battery, of course, camera, and even how much does it cost to replace the whole unit and get a new one. So we're going to talk about all of the good stuff. Keep in mind this video is updated to 2023, so all of the prices are updated, and of course all prices are Apple original parts. So everything I'm going to cover in this video comes straight from Apple's website, and of course it's all official repairs. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin. So let's start off talking about the first repair, which is a cracked screen. So you dropped your iPhone, it cracked, and then you need to replace it. Please keep in mind that Apple will offer a repair for the iPhone 14 series all the way down to the iPhone 6 and SE, all generations. Okay, so it's pretty much the entire lineup going back years and years and years. Okay, and the idea of the video is to tell you prices for those repairs and services, but of course for some models, for the most popular models, because if I go one by one, this video will take like 1 hour. But don't worry, because I'm gonna show you in a second how you can actually get an estimate for your iPhone. If I don't talk about it, if I don't cover it, I'm gonna show you how you can do it for your iPhone. Okay, so let's start off talking about the 14 Pro Max, the flagship, the most expensive one. If you crack the screen and you want to replace it, $379. 13 Pro Max and 12 Pro Max, same price, $329. iPhones 14, 13, and 12, so all same price as well, $279, so it's getting cheaper right there. And then iPhone 11, $199, iPhone 7 and 8, $149, and iPhone 6 and SE, the cheapest of the bunch, $129. As you saw, I'm gonna put the prices and everything right here on the screen as well, which will make our lives so much easier to follow and everything like that. Okay, now let's talk about the back glass, so the back part here. And Apple will only offer this service for the iPhone 14, 13, and 12 series. So just for those three big series of iPhones. All right, so for the 14 Pro Max, $549. That's actually the most expensive individual service that we have here on the list. It's super expensive. 13 Pro Max and 12 Pro Max, $499, super expensive as well. 13 and 12, $349, and this is a big surprise. The iPhone 14, the entry-level 14, $169. I don't know. It's cheaper than the 13 and 12, $169. Super cheap, let's say. Okay, now let's move on, and of course we have to talk about rear camera. And when we're talking about camera, again, just some models are offered this service, and then we have the 14, 13, and 12 series as well. So for the iPhone 14 Pro Max camera, $219, and please keep in mind that when I say camera, I'm talking about the whole camera module right here. So if the cameras, one of them or all of them break, you have this service, and this is only for the rear ones, okay, the rear module. So 14 Pro Max, $219, and then 13 Pro Max and 12 Pro Max, $199, and 14, 13, and 12, $169. Okay, now if you're thinking, Daniel, you're not talking about my iPhone model. For example, I have an iPhone 11. Well, let me show you how you can get an estimate on your specific iPhone model. All you have to do is go to this website, and I'm going to put it on the screen and in the description as well. And then you're actually going to roll down on the first page. Okay, so you're actually going to roll down, keep going down until you see this box saying get an estimate. And right here, you pick the service. So for example, cracked screen that we have talked about. And then product. So then for example, iPhone 11, as I mentioned. And then model, the specific model of the iPhone 11 lineup. So for example, 11. And then get an estimate, and then $199. So that's it. As easy as that, you can get an estimate for all of those services that I'm talking in this video. All right, so this is super cool. Now let's talk about battery, and that's super important because sometimes it's not a matter of dropping your iPhone or having an accident or anything like that. It's just because your iPhone is old and you need to replace the battery. So let's talk about battery, and it's very interesting how Apple priced it. So then the iPhone 14 series, the whole series, $99. The 13 series going down all the way to the iPhone 10, $89. The iPhone 8 going down all the way to the iPhone 6 and SE, $69. and the iPhone 5 and 5C, $49, right? So those are the prices for those iPhones. And Apple also offers a very interesting option, which is cracked front and back. So if you dropped your iPhone and you crack the front and the back, you can have one service to replace both rear and back. And it's a very interesting price because it's a discount price. So you're not gonna pay the same as replacing individually front and back. They give you a discount. And the interesting thing is they'll only offer this service for the iPhone 14 series. So just for the 14. So the 14 Pro Max will be $649 for both. The 14 Pro $599, the 14 Plus $449, and the regular iPhone 14 $399. So that's how it costs to replace front and back. And the thing is, if you dropped your iPhone really bad and you cracked the front, back, and maybe you've damaged even further, so you damage the iPhone internally as well, none of these services will do the thing. You'll actually need to replace your iPhone, a full replace. And Apple has this service as well. And of course, this is gonna be the most expensive because you're actually gonna get a new unit. You're not replacing a part, you're replacing the whole phone. And I really like this option because Apple will offer it going all the way from the iPhone 14 series down to the iPhone 6 and SE as well. So pretty much any iPhone that you may have right now is covered by the full replacement. I really like this option. So 14 Pro Max, $699, pretty expensive, right? Like $700. But again, the iPhone is $1,100, so yeah. 13 Pro Max and 12 Pro Max, $599. iPhone 14, $549. iPhone 12 and 13, $449. And the iPhone 8, $349, and of course the SE, the cheapest of the bunch, $269. All right, so those are the prices. Please keep in mind that, as I said before, those prices are full prices. Okay, so we're not considering here Apple Care Plus or anything like that. Those are the prices. If you don't subscribe to anything, you don't have a warranty, anything like that, you just go ahead and pay full price. Those are the prices.